Can we talk now? Everyone hop on the stinky cock. All aboard. Doot doot. Actually, sucks we only got one stream with Tony. Yeah, well, Tony will definitely be back on. Is he alive still? Or did I kill him?
Fuck. God damn it.
What? I think I'm understanding perfectly.
I'm not saying they're... God damn it.
Listen, you opened this window.
I'm not saying I like
Unlike
them.
how you closed those windows so you can stay surrounded by farts.
I've really dug myself a hole, and I'm not getting out of this one.
No,
but I
you're
will
not.
stand on the hill that I'm dying on within this hole that they're important. They're an important bodily function, and I refuse to. I refuse.
It's okay, Eddie.
What?
Are you serious? That's horseshit.
You have no shame. Oh yeah, I know.
Snake, thank you for the donation.
Thank
Oh
you for
wait,
the
we
donation,
should
Snake.
go
Oh,
to the camera.
Yeah, the cry cam.
The cry cam. Oh yes. And an extra special good morning to you, Snake.
Yep, good morning, Snake. Salute.
Too many of them. There are too many
No,
of them.
there's not.
Hold
Get
up.
it, get me. Not right now, right now, right now. Oh my gosh. You're amazing, Tony. You're my favorite person
so
to play
good.
games with.
Oh yeah, I'll help you. Falls down the pit.
This concludes the text of the notes I found in the Clybrown Hotel. At the time of writing, trophy remains missing in action. Oh, that's silly. Om nom nom. You know, I saw the skeleton there and I was like, oh, it must have been dead here for a long time. Oh, it was a dude. I think right now. Because it's about time you were bullied a little bit. Woo-wee. Oh, that's a big ass centipede on the wall. I really would like to kill it. Your bonk daddy has arrived. Wait a minute. Did it work? There. Oh, there it is. Might as well stop. Interesting. No! My guns! Even the like arrow feathers kind of feel like they. Well, maybe it's all the same. They look. Got that right. I love murder.
What's up, everybody? Sorry I was a little late. I was walking my dog, saying hi to my baby.
No idea. Perfect Dark Zero and the 360 was all right. Ah! Blueberry pie, yeah, baby. Okay, I don't think I got good guy points for that. I got an apple pie. Ah, 32 power. Ridiculous.
Is you, my friend.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, this is not the time. This is not the time.
No, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. No notes.
Anywho.
But welcome on in, folks.
I've never been here before. I'm Chris, and I Chrono Street, where we play every game in a series in chronological order. And right now, I'm playing Resident Evil and like Witcher.
She's finally come.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Trying very hard not to wake this little dude up. Hi, Rachel. Unfucking believable. Listen, Rachel. Talk all the smack you want. You know I can't be over there right now. Hey, what's up, Rain? Wow, what timing. Jen just got home. Right, of course, right as I truly get started. I was actually going to start a little bit earlier, but Edwin was not having it. Anytime I plan on doing anything, he, like, throws a tantrum. What's up, Rain? Hope you're doing well. Hope the rest of the art stream went well. The final result looks fantastic. Seriously, that's basically Edwin's motto. He's like, oh, you have plans? Well, I better throw a tantrum so that I get all of the attention possible. Which just means I'm fucking sweating, trying to be like, what the hell does this child need? It's my move too. Honestly, it works though. So hey, I thought we would stream for at least a couple of hours today while I have some availability to make more progress in ye old FF14. And I think I figured out why my audio wasn't working on the one scene, and I think it's Tony's fault. So, last we left off, I mean, we streamed what? Was it Saturday or Sunday? Friday? Oh, it was Friday because I had the day off from work. I mean, I feel like really we just did more stuff with the Charlian peeps. Nathan is smacking the fuck out of Tony with my elf deck. Hell yeah. Get wrecked, Tony. By the way, Rachel, I finished making my, well, finished the 1.0 of my Ninja Turtles artifact deck. And I even managed to, I need to assemble it, but I managed to make my Michelangelo deck too. So I have 2 new decks to test out. I actually think the Michelangelo deck is going to be way better. My artifact deck is not as good as I think I hoped it would be, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong because I want it to work, you know? But time will tell. Where the hell am I supposed to go? All the way down there? Oh, man. That's right. I teleported here at the end of the stream because you gotta be in a sanctuary. Hello.
Hi.
I actually only got started like 2 minutes ago.
Really?
He was not having it.
Oh,
He-
yeah, I saw
I-
you gave him a bottle.
Yeah, I did. I put him in the Moby wrap and he was freaking out.
Oh.
Did not, he like kind of calmed down. I think he wasn't uncomfortable just because of the way that I had it. So I like undid it and I made it tighter because I think maybe it was too loose the first time and he was still not having it. So I was like, okay, well, let me just like feed him a bottle. And he ate 1.5 ounces.
Okay.
And then he still didn't want to chill out.
Oh,
So I put him in his swaddle
sure.
and did my little upside down carry with him.
Yeah.
And it kind of helped, but I had to be walking otherwise.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I tried to like get him to just chill out, and eventually he simmered out a little bit. And then I watched another video on how to do Moby wraps. So I ended up going the standard route instead of the
Okay,
like
so
in the little
pocket,
pocket. And it allowed me to get his legs way further out for a better
Oh,
M
okay.
shape.
Sure.
And it worked so much better.
Oh, good.
So now he's chill. He even was sleep giggling. So like, okay,
Now he's happy.
thank God. So I was about to tear out my fucking hair because I was like, what does this child need?
I'm sorry, love.
I was just telling folks watching that this is how it goes every single time I try to do anything scheduled. He's
yeah.
inconsolable. Sleep giggles crying, that's so cute. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna shower first.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to laugh for real yet, but he does a little like he smiles when he does it. That's how I know it's like him practicing giggles because he smiles and he goes like It's pretty cute.
It's super cute. I'll shower and then I'll huggy and then I'll take him.
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging on to him.
Yeah.
One of the trainers at the gym, so not my trainer, but the other guys who's like always there. We've talked. He saw me and came up to me. Do you have the baby? And then said congrats and asked how we're doing.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was sweet. Yeah, he's arrived.
Yep. He doesn't feel like he should be comfortable because he's doing that thing where he collapses in on himself.
Right.
But this is the most content he's been all day with me, so I'll take it.
Now you can kind of think how it was when I was pregnant. You just like want to rub him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So pregnant people rub their bellies.
Yep.
It's this instinct of
It's
like,
just
I want to rub this guy.
Rub his little back, pat his little
Yeah.
butt.
Exactly.
Constantly.
Yep. Anyway.
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, this better be the building. So anyway, I'm going to try not to shout because I don't want to wake him up. He is kind of sensitive to sound. Am I going up? No. Where the hell am I going? What is this place? What do you want from me? Maybe I have to go up? What do you want? Yeah, okay, I think I do have to go up. Get him some baby headphones. Actually, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Although I could see him... Wait, how do I zoom out? There we go. Oh, thank God. I could see him hating it. He's so sensitive to touch. He does not like being touched. Although... It's weird. He's got to be in like the right mood for things touching him. But he loves... We figured out that he loves wearing onesies. I mean, he doesn't really mind clothes in general, but like... He has been so much more complacent since we've started just like bundling him up in onesies. They make him for concerts, super effective. Oh, that makes sense. I think I'd still be too nervous to take him to a concert. It's good that they make protection. I'm like, all it takes is a couple of seconds of it like falling off his head at a concert to be like, oh, there's ear damage. He's wearing his what is it? Space onesie. It's got little planets and UFOs. He was wearing a little dinosaur onesie earlier today, and then he spat up all over it. I talked to everyone. Confident even the deadliest of elegant defense mechanisms are no match for our allies. At this rate, some of them might soon have as many accomplishments to their names as a certain warrior of light. I do not remember that, so I don't think I've talked to them yet. Time and time again, it seems that Elgin or something or other are either the cause or the solution to our problems. To think that the self-same materials that once launched Alamud would now be used to ferry mankind to the moon. There's poetry in that. Oh, that sounds familiar. Considering how much of a fuss he made at the time, I don't see why he takes every opportunity to bring it up. It was just firewood. I don't remember that. I would have remembered that one. First the Telephroi, and now the final days. No one can accuse Ilsbard contingent of backing down from a challenge. Of course, they weren't all so committed to the cause when we first set out. But after seeing the example set by you, Alphino and the others, the change was palpable. They couldn't help but believe. What serendipitous irony that the remnants of the seventh umbral calamity would become the keys to mankind's salvation. Never more certain have I been that Master Louisoix watcheth over us from the ethereal sea. Though Balamut is long gone, the intermittent husks are far from safe. It could be much worse, of course. They won't have to fight their way past Mericidian dragons, nor is there any danger of the Elder Primal might be summoned again. Even so, I dare say there still are a few elegant creations and contraptions remaining to bar our friends' way. I only hope that Grandfather watches over them. Dinosaurs have already been taken out. They don't need a mudslide of spit up. This little dude spits up so much sometimes. Ooh, boy. It's not vomit either, because vomit has like a projectile to it with babies. He's just a leaky faucet. While our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? Ah, you've already done more than enough. Now, if I had to say, though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. How would he know that? Huh, if only Master Kokol knew how right he was. While he and Graha establish a rapport, why don't we help with the preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the great expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you've a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Shirley and Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types busying themselves with preparing for the Exodus. Pah! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. I shall endeavor to provide Master Kokol with whatever information he should require. Thanks, Graha. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. Where is it? Where did I put it? There we go. Huh. Oh, shit. It's right. Oh, damn. It is right here. Nice. Sweet. Are there any more? Of course there is. Think I can go that far? Probably. Rock and roll. Well, maybe. Can I go like up and around? No. Well, I can go through there. I'm just happy that this kiddo settled down. It was a whirlwind. I tell you what. This is basically what my life in streaming is going to look like for the next 18 years. It's somewhere nearby. Ah, there you are. There you are. I think I have to go up this way. Please. Please just jump a little higher. A little higher. Alright, that's it. Nice. So that's all the loose aether currents. Does that mean we're down to final? Would it be just one? I think we did at least all the blue quests. Although there's probably more. Yeah, who knows? Can I go in there? No. Wait. Is this a thing? I feel like they're not gonna let me drop down. Yeah, typical. Well, whatever, man. Oh, hey! Gory! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful time with our dear sweet friend Gory. Please go through him a follow if you've not been over there. Gory is a ton of fun. Plays all sorts of goodies. I haven't been able to pop in as much. I feel like you were still working your way through a lot of Hollow Knight last time I was watching regularly.
Oh, I got the Bastion. Oh my god.
Oh.
Bad idea.
Both dead.
Are you? Yep. Gory, do not get down.
I still have yet to play Gears 5. I kind of forgot that it existed. But yeah, please go through a Gory follow. He's a ton of fun. He plays all sorts of goodies over there. I hope the streams have been treating you well. I hope the Extra Life campaign has been going well. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm not officially back on the regular schedule, but I'm kind of sneaking in streams here and there where I can. Just because this guy is so inconsistent that I can't promise to have a schedule. Congrats on fatherhood. Hope it's a smooth ride. Thank you, Soul. I appreciate that. How's the baby? Tell Chad about the imposter stream with the cutout mask. Baby has been good. He's very fussy. He's snoozing very peacefully right now, but it took like about 2 hours to get him to, well, an hour and a half to get him to chill out. Because Jen went to the gym, so I was like, okay, I'll watch him. I'll like put him in the Mobia wrap and maybe I'll squeeze in a stream. And then immediately he was like, no. You're trying to do anything, Dad? I'm gonna scream my head off. And eventually I got this kiddo to chill out. So that's why we're live right now. But he's otherwise pretty good. He's a nice healthy weight. He's nice and tall. Ooh, hey, oh, thank you, Gory. Appreciate you. I gotta throw some donos at you too. I keep wanting to do it while I can like actively watch and like chat. But I could always just like ghost drop some donos over there too and just find some fun details or fun incentives, I mean. But thank you for asking though. And thank you for the dono. Yeah, oh yeah, this is him right here. He's snoozing. If you're lucky, you'll get to see him like sleep giggle. Because he's 7 weeks old. So babies can't laugh at this point. He's starting to smile. But he'll like sleep giggle sometimes, which is very, very cute. Didn't even see him on my chest. Oh yeah, he's like collapsed. I'm like, how is this even comfortable? But hey, he likes it, so I'll take it. The fact that you have a Malort incentive is so Chicago of you. It's I mean, if you can't live in Chicago and not be punished by it. But of course, you know, all the locals here, the locals, like all my friends that live in Chicago would be very sour with me if I did not also have that incentive in there. So there's no avoiding it whether or not I want it. But it's a fun punishment either way. Trying to pull it up the page. Did you, I mean, I don't think there were any $11 incentives, but were there any incentives you wanted to pick out of the mix? I don't even remember what I put in here. It's been a little bit. Oh, well, there is a $10 drink Malort. I'll take a shot of Malort if if you would like me to have the punishment. The most Chicago. See, exactly. Rachel knows what's up. There was a fighting game convention in Chicago this year. They made the shirt design look like Malort. Of course. Of course. Tony wants to eat your ass. Well, tell him. Tell him he can eat my whole ass. Wait. Anyway, welcome on in, everyone who came over with the raid. If you've never been here before, we typically do chrono streams. We play entire game franchises in chronological order. We've been working through both Dragon Age as well as Fallout, but we're like in the tail end of Dragon Age, so we've already figured out what our next series is going to be, and we're going to be playing through every single Red Dead game, including Red Dead Revolver. So it's truly only like 3 or 4 games total, depending on how you count Undead Nightmare. But yeah, so that'll be a pretty fun one. I've never played any of those games, so I'm really excited. But today we're playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Our community here they're feverishly addicted Final Fantasy XIV people. So of course they made me boot this thing up. And we're almost done with the main arc. We're on Endwalker, so we're getting pretty close to the finale. The whole ass, of course. Hey, what's up, Young Justice? With a knife and fork, exactly. You know what's up. Gears 1 through 5 soon. Gears would be really fun. I think I played up through 3, but I have very fond memories of playing that game from like sundown to sun up with friends and beating the entire campaign of Gears 1 and 2 in a single sitting, and it was truly delightful. And I played Gears 3 once, and I really liked it, and I don't know why I never really kept up with the series. I wonder if there's any other like little spin-off Gears games. I feel like there's got to be. There's always something. There could even be like a little board game too, for all I know. But Gears would be fun. I would be way into that. Oh, right, I forgot. I've been using the gamepad controls for this thing. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Oh, sorry, was I too loud? He's very sensitive to sounds, so if I'm like too loud too suddenly, he'll like clench up and be like, ah! Which I guess is a good thing. At least it means that his ears work. Alright, so right now in FF14, we are helping prepare a spaceship, is basically what's going on. It's interesting. Now the grand question is just how I get to where I need to go. Well, actually, maybe it is still on the outer part of this ring. We'll see. Actually, what is this thing? Maybe we're not supposed to. Well, I don't know. It looks like I can kind of go down there. Whoa. It's auto-moving. How did I do that? Not that way. How did I do that? What's the button? What's the... Oh! Yeah, first-person mode. Wow, it's so easy to jump into first-person mode on gamepad. I should just do the entire run of FF14 in first-person view. Do you think people would like that? But really though, how did I auto-run? I don't know what I did. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so if I just push up on the thumbstick and hit L1, it does that. Huh. Do my senses deceive me? In the shadow of yon corner. One can but hope this leadeth not to mischievous undertakings. Who's he looking at? What? I don't know. I don't mind a bit of heavy lifting, but I draw the line at paperwork. So much as a wave of sheaf of documents at me, and I'll put my lance through it. As surprised as I was to learn the Forum planned to send everyone to the moon, I can't imagine how the common folk must feel about it. What a quaint little settlement this is. A shame that it's hidden underground. In order to protect the secrets of the Central Circuit, the researchers must navigate a bewildering maze of paperwork before they're permitted to return to the surface. I suppose it's no different than any other aspect of Charlean society. We do love our bureaucracy. It's very much a mirror of the city above, which is perhaps how it came to be called Charlean Hamlet. From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholark Montishane mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Okie dokie. Let's meet by the Aetherite once our work is done. Hey, what's up, Zem? We got the little man. He's here. Snoozing peacefully for now. Hopefully that'll last. Although Jen's home now, so they'll steal him if at some point. And then he won't be my responsibility until like 11-ish. How's it feel being a papa? Exhausting. Good, but exhausting. Now that he's starting to like exhibit some personality and like some emotion other than just like, I need food. It's more rewarding. When he's just like the machine I have to keep alive, I'm just like going through the motions. But now he smiles and I'm like, ah, yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's the stuff. Excuse me, sir, I couldn't help but notice that you've a way about you that simply screams, I have an affinity for creatures of the wilds, and since I'm never wrong about such things, might I trouble you? Sure. You see, amongst the troops of trolls living in the outer circuit, I came upon one who was sick beyond measure. I took the poor creature in at once and saw him healed, of course, but when I attempted to return him to his rightful home, he flew into a panic as if he could not bear the thought of going back. To make matters worse, the troll saw fit to escape into a den of anals. Anals? I would go after him, but I'm so fumble-footed I'll scare him off like as not and be torn limb from limb for my pains by the fiends. By my pains? What kind of phrasing is that? So I turn to you. Would you seek out this troll of which I spoke? I shall provide you with his favorite food, and with it you should be able to calm the piteous thing. Hopefully that will be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. And though I shudder to think of it, if any of those fell analas seek to impede you or pester that troll, make those beasts regret their interference. Oh, and don't worry, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. So we want to save one, but the rest can die. Makes perfect sense. Truly happy for you, Jen. Thank you, Zem. Appreciate that. Not gonna lie, this person seems like a nerd. Oh, absolutely. Give them a swirly. I truly wish that I could. Really, really do. Oh, sorry about that, Gory. Here. Should be able to. Oh, it doesn't let me restore it. Oh, wait. I think it will. Oh, no. I can just. It's link protection, but I can still see it. Frosty Faustings. That's pretty good. Oh, wow. That's a great design, actually. I love that. Thank you for sharing. I'm sorry that you got link sniped. We do that for the bots, but I can always still see it. I'm trying to remember. Do I know of the fighting game thing? I wonder if that's the one that Iron Galaxy has a big presence at. I feel like probably. Oh, they want me to. Well, I guess I'll talk to all these nerds. I'm not super strict too. I mean, you gotta be sometimes, especially with the like crazy amount of bots that pop up and just try to spam. Hello? Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the Aether Burner. Oh dear. I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I'd choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out, it's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is, and what with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. A lot of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortuno and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. They even have time to sleep? Hey, raids and stuff too. Oh, really? Yeah, I think that's why, partly why I do just the Streamlabs auto mod. I think there was something about that the control was, it gave me like one dial specifically that I was happy with, but it's been a little bit since I've looked at the Twitch one too. Steady current. Helping with the Urk, even with all the power Master Kokol's managed to squeeze out of the Aether Burner, it's still not enough apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan and all will be well. Alright gang, got a raid and fade? Keep your tab open until work in the morning. Good luck, have fun. Thank you, Gory. Appreciate you. Very much appreciate the lurk. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you again, my friend, for the raid. I appreciate you. Alright, I know I saw this other dude somewhere. Yeah, there you are. Pulstinane? Alright, what are these names? Offering to help, that's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly a list of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose is our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants. I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit that ran by. Why, that just happens to be exactly what they are. Alright. Is this for the good times? Troll. Yeah, okay, this is where I gotta go. I gotta be very careful to not accidentally bonk Edwin with my pop filter. It's 2 inches of distance. Yeah, you're pretty nice and chill right now, bud. Glad this worked out. I mean, if I can get him to consistently be chill like this, I might start streaming a little bit more regularly. All depends on if I keep falling behind on everything else in my life. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you. There we go. Oh, wait. I gotta relearn all these controls. There we go. Okay. Wait. Can I do it? Oh, I messed up. Do this one. Oh, I see. I forgot what my abilities were. That's the problem. There we go. There we go. Okay, easy peasy. Edwin is the priority. We're just happy to all be here, homie. I mean, I agree, but I appreciate that too. I was definitely feeling the itch to get back to streaming too. I was like, man, I miss it. What I did? Oh, sweet. Okay, it just kind of auto selects. There you go, bub. There he goes. All work, no play makes Chris a dull boy. Exactly. Although I was catching up on some games while I was on full hiatus. But, you know, it's one of those, like, I try to soothe him and maybe put him on my lap, and then I get to play a game for like 30 minutes and max of an hour. Then he starts fussing. I gotta re-soothe him. So that's why I didn't come back to try streaming sooner, because I was like, you know, it's a total chaos if I until I like figure out the techniques, you know. But I did manage to 100% Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. I did everything. Platinum did, and then did more. So that was nice. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know they may not look it, but trolls really are quite intelligent. Indeed, they are an intrinsic part of the woodlands of Labyrinthos and keep it healthy and thriving. Though we've a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones, most trolls such as this one are kind, docile things. In fact, my friend here has a real chance of becoming a leader of his tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we have a responsibility to watch over them to ensure they are well, and it would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Trying to help this kid not be like collapsed putty. Ah yes, your reward. Here as promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. Thank you. Have I? I don't think I've attuned to this yet. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. How do I... Oh, it's got to be here somewhere. Gathering log? Nope. Let's see. Challenge. Hunting, crafting. Travel. Aether currents? Ah, there we go. Is this Labyrinthos? Yeah, it must be. Okay. So we're missing 3. So that means 2 more blue quests. Well, I guess sometimes they give us multiple within one string of main story stuff. We'll see. It would appear the Loporets have infiltrated Charlene's most heavily guarded facility. How? I know not. Oh. Fancy meeting you here, Hans. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Aetheris itself, though we now find ourselves in sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. What's happening with my camera? We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all the time to prepare, and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around. Or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Urianger and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Sure. A tour of Labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment in best ways, Burrow, 'twould be in our best interests to have the Loporets acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlene collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with a great big what's it over yonder? Ah, yes, the what's it. I shall leave its explanation to Hans. I hate you, Urianger. I hate you. Mender. Do I need anything? How do I look at my stuff? Character. Character. Nah, we're good. To relearn navigating all these UI. Hey, what's up, Ed? Hey, thank you for 9 months. Ayo. Appreciate ya. Hope you're doing well, Ed. The Loporets' technical expertise doth far outstrip our own. We would be wise to allow them to form their own conclusions as to the function of the various apparatus, rather than offer uninformed suppositions of our own. Unless that is unbeknownst to me, thou art possessed of surpassing knowledge concerning the construction and operation of advanced Charlie and, what's-its.
No. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features. The most important feature is the fact that it doesn't fall. Search the apparatus for points of interest. You may move... Oh, God. At least this mechanic is better, but I much prefer when I'm shooting things. I don't know, man. What's this? No? Yeah, are you getting fussy? He's making faces. Tanks. Yeah. No, these tanks are important. They hold stuff. That's a little hard to see from here, but is that golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, that must be purifying water drawn up from below. The baby. Yep, he's here. Snoozing so far peacefully. Is that water I hear from inside the great tube? It must be because of those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it, too. Bursting with wanting one. Fighting desperately against the testosterone. Yeah, well, hey, I mean, the testosterone could also want it, too, to be fair. That looks like the trees in the greatest Endsvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. Was that you? Make a sound, or am I hearing things? Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. If I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from the underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would only take a moment to install even the harshest environments. For us Loperates, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that peoples of Aethera sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Built near oases, areas near waterfalls are common. I mean, it's the oasis seas, really. Many settlements in Thanalin are built near an oasis. Testosterone screams, "Make one!" And the ovaries go, "But we don't have the equipment to make one only carries." That's fair, that's fair. You're between two split worlds. Yeah. I'm happy I got him. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order. Once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual, it may be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Elfino spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logsticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loperates will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlene Hamlet, who shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Why are you squeaking? Regrettably, too many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big nasty teeth, lawperets may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I trust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. I'd rather not. A more valiant protector they could not have wished for. Godspeed. Hey, what's up, Chad? Thank you. Hope you're doing well. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way. To the water extraction, what's it? Oh, that's not too far. Also, thank you for the contribution. Oh, okay. I much prefer these types of escorts rather than the one where it's like, okay, come on, keep running. Oh, I thought I started that. Oh, there we go. Oh God, wait, no, this isn't the right one, is it? God. Oh, there we go. Right, I was looking for highlighted things. Doesn't happen until I make my first attack. There we go. Easy. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if that's all the same to you. I would like that. For you. So how lost did you feel with the first stream back to FF? A little bit. I remembered the kind of the key things. It was really just a matter of remembering like what the nuance, like specific details of what exactly is going on right now. And after we kind of did a quest or two, I was like, okay, it's all kind of coming back to me. And yeah, it wasn't too bad, honestly. Let's get moving. That building looks nice and solid and safe. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the lift stop. Pray follow me. Yeah, I was trying to do the math on how long ago my last Final Fantasy stream was. I think it was maybe 2-ish months. Give or take. Which is not, I mean, it's a long time, but it could be worse.
have to go back and check what parts I missed. I've been pretty neglectful of checking the Discord. Hey, you're all good. I think, if I'm remembering right, it was just one other Final Fantasy stream, and that was Friday. Because I had the day off from work, so I was like, I can sneak in a stream. And then I didn't end up streaming until like late in the evening anyway. You'll need to use this lift should you wish to go to the medial circuit. Let me know if you are headed that way. Oh, it defaults to no. There we go. Remind us it was just the one. Yeah. And it was pretty short too, and frequently interrupted. I wasn't wearing the Moby wrap for that one because I wasn't holding Edwin at the beginning. And so halfway through, there's a lot of me juggling him. Kept forgetting about the Tony streams until after, then that ended. Oh no, you're good, man. On this occasion, it would behoove us to seek the counsel of those qualified to describe the workings of the apparatus. They may also be in possession of the schematics or other useful documentation should the Loporits request them. As the forum's esteemed guests, 'tis unlikely that they would be refused, yet thou knowest as well as I the changeable dispositions of Charlian bureaucrats. Yeah, it's true. Saturday morning is my chore cooking time. Ah, nice. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, Tony keeps streaming earlier than I expect to. I'm always in the middle of something. I'm like, I should throw up the stream. How's Edwin doing? He's doing pretty good. He's very fussy, but we're learning better techniques. So I don't think he's getting less fussy. I think we're just getting better at helping him. That's my theory. How are you doing? I'm tired. And Jen, yeah, Jen and I are good. We're very tired, but we're starting to get more sleep. It truly, the best moment was, I think our 4-week check-in with the doctor, because, you know, they do a 2-week check-in, well, they do an immediate check-in, then they do a 2-week check-in, and then they do a 4-week check-in, and then it goes on to like 2 months. So our 4-week check-in, was it our 2-week? It must have been our 2-week. Wow, so it was pretty early. They basically gave us the thumbs up that we could start bottle feeding him, because you don't want to bottle feed right away, because you don't want, like, if you're breastfeeding, you don't want to like have them learn how to eat in 2 different types of sources. So you got to make sure he's like eating well from one of them before you like introduce the next one. And the moment we introduced bottle, you know, then I could help feed him too. So Jen was getting more sleep, and Jen was at that point letting, when I went back to work, Jen was like doing the feedings by themselves. So I was starting to get more sleep. So we found a much better balance, and that, yeah, it was so much better at that point. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I don't know if any of his noises get picked up by Mike, but they're cute. You're all very lucky that Aetherius just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Oh yes, I got pants. Heard that one, nice. Oh sweet, okay, I can tab this way. Hopefully you find more time to sleep as time goes on. That is very much the hope. Although I've been getting, well, I was lucky for a long time to get more than like 5 hours of sleep, but I'm starting to get more consistently 6 and up. Yeah, you want to boil?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Look at that little face.
He's just starting to stir too.
Oh, look up at you.
Yeah. Okay, little man. Swoop. I release you from your cloth prison. Oh. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, love. Thanks for hanging on to our baby.
Yeah. I feel like I should just keep the Moby wrap on.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
I mean, I'll try to put him down. You know how he.
Good to have the movie wrap, just in case.
What's happening in the world?
Yeah, good morning, baby boy.
Good morning. Let's go have some milk.
Actually, I'm going to throw in the BRB. I want to grab some water. So hang tight, folks. I'll be right back.
No! My guns! Oh my god. Let's go! Your bonk daddy has arrived. Wait. Did it work? There. Oh, there it is. There are
Anger
a
the
lot
Cave,
of very
Chris.
passionate people about
Is
it.
Heaven's Word the new expansion? No, the newest
It's
expansion
the first expansion.
is Golden Trail. The newest expansion is Golden Trail.
Dawn Trail.
Dawn of Gold.
Dawn Trail.
Golden Pathway.
Dawn Trail.
The Silvery Alley.
Dawn Trail.
The Copper Path. The Dawn
Nailed
of the Golden
it. You
Trail.
got it. No, that's it. We're good. We're good.
The Copper Path.
That's. Woo, baby. Go, go, go! Yeehaw! Later, suckers. Oh my god, he's still chasing me! Oh no! I didn't think he would! Oh gosh! Leave me alone! Actually kind of... Whoa! Badonkadonk, it's you! That's not his name. Thick cheek daddy. Randomly.
Let's see. Well, that's a pass. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
that was amazing.
I'm kidding.
This was amazing. Tony, you missed the best moment in this AI.
I'm glad.
I'm one who has endured great suffering. If there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. Whoa! That's a bear! Get out of here, bear! What? Cool. Next mission is in Chicago. Retrieve drop point equipment, prepare escape route, create vehicular diversion, and gain entry to G5 building. Sucks we only got one stream with Tony. Yeah, well, Tony will definitely be back on... Is he alive still? Or did I kill him? But I actually have been working on building a more full-featured YouTube channel that actually has like curated, edited, in like written content.
I'm going to go ahead and roll Drain Life on this one. I'm going to see if I can top off my health here.
Very nice. Oh my god.
Oh, boy, howdy do you.
Nicely done.
It's a pretty resounding success. Clever, I didn't realize that. Whoa, what is happening? Are you like just freaking out right now? I gotta soothe you? Did you see that? She was like running diagonally. Okay, you can get some of it.
Yeah.
Here. There it is. True love.
Alright, I think I'll have you stop me. That's a lot. He's like, no.
Tony, you look beautiful. Honestly, just so glad to have found another Zelda series fanatic. All right, we're back. Thank you for waiting, folks. Yeah, I think camera position is good. All right. I did relay your hello to Jen, by the way, Chad. Another nibbling on the way, so I'll have another little one in your personal life. Nice! Oh, that's exciting. Well, congratulations, Chad. Whether it's a family member or a friend, it's still very exciting.
Ginger TBD. Nice. Okay, cool. I mean, no matter which outcome it is, there's still a little bundle of joy and sass and chaos. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where is the food?
I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Marial Agronomics. As I imagine Singing Way and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus, wouldst thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian?
Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand what some of the delicacies Urianger was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if not too verbose descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention, Aetheris will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. Sister, she announced it at Easter to the rest of the family. Oh, that's fresh news. Nice. The current nibbling Roman is a riot. Yep. I mean, that makes sense. It's so funny how obviously performative any of his tantrums are. You know what, though? That's kind of nice to, like, have that awareness. Because if you don't, you might, like, fall into a full panic no matter what, you know? I now fully understand why people use baby crying in torture. Because, man, it really, like, it gets me, like, freaked out. Well, not freaked out. That's a stronger word or phrase than I mean, but it definitely gets me, like, I gotta fix this right now kind of, like, mode. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples? Oh, okay, we're escorting. That's right, I forgot about this style of escorting. We're hardwired to react to it with a desire to stop it. Yep, exactly. And I knew that was true, but man, the moment I was living that reality, I was like, oh, I really get it now. Yeah, what a fine mess.
Yeah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the Exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've got to find ways to do what we do down here up there, first on the moon, on whichever star the forum decides will be our new home. It's also sun, so unreal.
Don't you want to go to the moon?
Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us, but no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it?
Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may.
By all means, help yourself.
Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where do we begin?
Well, apparently there. How's this guy streaming in short hair? What have you done with the actual Chris? My hair is not short, I'll have you know. It is tied back in a bun because whilst holding small children, it is problematic to have long hair get in get in their way. And man, oh man, I mean, he doesn't have articulation yet, so he just flails around, but he still, like, gets my hair tangled up in his hands a lot, and it sucks. Also, what's up, Cardinal? Tiny hands love to yank long hair. Oh yeah, and they're not quite at that stage where he's yanking. It really is just coincidentally tangling. But my 7-month-old nephew, oh boy, did I watch that little sucker grab his mom's hair and just go, ah! Oh, what's this? Yank! Accidental inks. I mean, that's true too. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes. Let's see if they're as delicious as they look. Are you? Oh, okay, there he is. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. So we find out that rabbits are like not able to eat these grapes. He's poisoned. It's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? They're fine. An expression of indifference, I assume. In all fairness, our companion did note that they are valued more as an ingredient for spirituous beverages rather than as a fruit for regular consumption. It's true. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. I'm here for eggs and eggs only. That's the only thing I need. Oh, hey, that's one of those looking spots. What's older than it's on purpose? Yep, 100%. Oh, here we go. Apples? I think I do prefer apples to grapes. Oranges? Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Oranges are fine. Yes, that's equal parts sweet and sour. As with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Durianche about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned up your noses at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I have yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in the field over there. You can picture Edwin right now. Oh, you think a man bun is safe from me? Think again, yoink. I mean, he'll definitely get to that point. Have you read about any of the new D&D subclasses? Oh, I have not. I have heard that they're doing more regular updates. Maybe I remember someone talking about it, but I don't really know much details about it. That's kind of fun, though. Yeah, I'm interested. I haven't played D&D proper in a long time. The most exposure I get is through, like, podcasts and Baldur's Gate. The one I've heard is Circle of Titan Druid. Oh, that sounds interesting. That color, that texture. Are they some sort of enormous round carrot? What are these? Is that a squash? Pumpkin? What? They don't look orange, but maybe it's just the like glow light. No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. It's so hard and flavorless, I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. But all that confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? Okay, they are pumpkins. Oh yeah, I see them in the bag next to it. And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find that an awful bother? Far from it, cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. And perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though, is there anything even more delicious? How about that yellow fruit over yonder? I do like pumpkin. I'm more of a vegetable person than I am a fruit person. High level is literally turning into a kaiju. Yes. Yes. I mean, I guess it's kind of self-implied that it would be something along those lines, but yes. Oh, okay. That sounds very fun. The types being Behemoth, Leviathan, and Insectoid. Nice. At level 14, you can become gargantuan size, 30 feet tall, and eat people. Oh, that's delightful. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck, they'll have flavor to match. These lemons. I have no idea how these are eaten. I'll just bite into it. Ah! My tongue. Is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Ah, it may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Ah, man. Eating a lemon straight's delicious. You're just a wimp. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? Hey, free to leave with a bad taste in your mouth in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? And nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Oof, a bit of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well. Lemon muffin, do your worst. I mean, lemon treats. Whew, that's the stuff, man. This is... delicious! Although it's a decent... although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the forum agonized over what is worth preserving and what will be consigned to history. Our choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Mankind, the Luperites, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall, for perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. Hey, what's up, Spanker? When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Ooh, dungeon time, yeah, baby. Yeah. The number of creatures you can have swallowed at a time equals your wisdom modifier. Minimum of 1 creature. 20 wisdom titan druid eating a whole party. Yeah, nice. I wonder if you can get away with any shenanigans of
safely swallowing your own party and then like being basically a meat mech to transport them through dangerous territory. I mean, they can also just ride on you, I suppose, but like they can't be targeted if they're in your stomach. Just saying. So bittersweet because I don't have the channel points for a dungeon. Preach, cooking way. Nice, thank you, Chad. Good to see you on. Thank you. Yeah, happy to finally sneak in a couple of little streams. I'm sure we won't be on for crazy long, but you know, every little bit I can, I'll take. They do have a full cover, but it takes 2d8 acid damage turn. Oh, okay, that's fair. 8, that's a reasonable compromise. Well, pardon my Eorzean, but what in the 7 hells are you? Oh, this is different dude. Pardon my Eorzean, but what in the 7 hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cooking way at your service. I'm here to prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Theris's species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go see if Urianger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Alright. And swallowing an enemy counts as a concentration spell. So if the druid fails a concentration modifier, you puke up anyone you've eaten. That's very funny. Yeah, I'm into that. What a good idea. That is absolutely a deranged game designer who decided to make this subclass. And I'm here for it. That person has problems, but they have given us a great gift. Supposed to be villain-themed subclass? Boo! All the best subclasses are villain-themed. They don't want us to ever have fun. As good guys. At least. They do make for... That does sound like it would make for a great villain, though. So, I mean, I get it. Pestilence Domain Cleric, Circle of the Titan Druid, Hell Knight Fighter, Demonic Sorcery, Sorcerer, nice. Hell Knight sounds fun, ooh. That was the most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Yes. Yeah, more of a Far East kind of food selection person. I don't know what I'm saying. What that we had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetheris, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. As alas, Heidelland's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. Oh, but there is. You have me. Can we use for PCs though? Yeah. And I mean, you can also just have evil campaigns, which it in itself would be fun. Hans, I trust thy time in Miral agronomics did bear fruit. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Shirley and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every Loprit there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Okay. Also new lichdom options. Now we're fucking talking. PCs can now be liches. Yes. Yes. Aw. Yeah. Thanks, Growing Way. Alright, I'm in. I'll play D&D again. Let's do it.
Actually, I do need to run a campaign for Tony at some point. He did buy me the book for oh, it's in the other room. What is it? It's the one that the newest season of Stranger Things, well, the last couple of seasons of Stranger Things was based on. Oh man, my brain's befuddled. It's the vampire-based one. I forget what it's called, but it sounds really good. We need to talk about Dragon Age B Team. Yeah, I still need to figure out a lot of what all that's gonna look like, because with Edwin in running tabletop RPGs, I have no idea if I'll have any level of consistency. Because I would love to play. Yeah, and I'm definitely still up for the challenge. I do think though, regardless for Team B, I want to find a way to maybe not have it stretch quite as long as Team A ran. But that's something I can probably figure out. But understand if it's not feasible. It really is one of those like, will Edwin be consistent enough for me to run something that involves scheduling time with other people? That's the only real criteria that I think needs to be sorted out. Because if I can be consistent and not like, the last thing I want is for everyone to ramp up and then for me to like cancel frequently, right? But yeah, I think we'll get to a spot. It really is more of a question of like when. But it's already getting better, so who knows? It could be sooner than I expect too. Do you have a character idea? I've really settled that. Ooh, makes sense. Don't want a Witcher situation. Right, exactly. Yeah, 100%. And I mean, there's gonna also be the Fallout tabletop RPG at some point too. And so that's another thing of like, I really don't want to run 2 campaigns simultaneously. It's a lot of work. So I have to make sure that those don't collide too.
Yes, Hans, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetheris at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. All of your forests like that? Yeah, we'll say the Black Shroud is quite leafy indeed, and a place of utmost tranquility.
I like the Shroud. Still volunteer to DM those if you'd be interested in just being a player. I forgot about that. Did you say that before? Ooh, that would be interesting. The Fallout TTRPG has a number of adventures that are pretty confined. Yeah, I know there's at least 2 like major ones, and they kind of fork into each other too. Because I have the book, and so I know there's like, I think there's an adventure in the Quick Start Guide, and then that one leads into what's in the main player book, if I'm remembering correctly. So that one probably wouldn't be too crazy. We just have to be on the weekend since I can't stay up too late consistently. Yeah, that's fair. Probably find one suitable to the length of the game you want. Yeah, that makes sense. Mentioned volunteering once or twice, but that was like a year or more ago. That makes sense. I totally forgot. That would be kind of nice. I'll think about it. Well, oh man, that's tough too, because then I shouldn't read the adventure. I'll have to think about it. And, you know, we'll have to gauge once we're closer, because I think... Is it after Fallout 76, or is it before? That makes a big difference, because Fallout 76 is long. I'm looking at my spreadsheet. It's after. Okay. So we have a little ways to go still, too. Although I'll probably get back to streaming Fallout and Dragon Age fairly soon if I can. And at that point, that's when we get back to the Chrono streams, that's when this show is officially like 100% back. Right now, I'm just hopping on whenever I can. And Final Fantasy XIV was a pretty good one to just like try to catch up on. As long as you give me enough time to read through the adventures to figure out pacing in the system, completely fair. Gasp, I say. With a star so wonderful, it comes to as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard and yet achieving so little. I mean, not at all. My works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurried to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not, though aided by your goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him. Don't ask me to come with. Don't do it. Do not ask me to help you. It's a good place as any. Come. Don't do it. Yeah, go on. Without me. I'm talking to Thancred now. God. Oh, I'm not talking to them. Nice. Thank goodness. I want to help him. Hey, what's up, Ribs? Thank you for the resub.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond on the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are.
What's up, Ribs? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for 31 months. Hope life has been treating you kindly. So the Loporrit's faction quests in Endwalker might be my favorite faction quest line alongside static noises. Ooh, interesting. Not what I would have expected. That was for the kiddo? I thought so. He's not on me right now. I had him on me earlier. I left the Moby rep on in case he won't go to sleep. But we'll see what happens there. It's been good. Moved to my new apartment. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Also, thank you for the contribution. Oh, can I help you? No. It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Man, I am helping Growing Way, aren't I? Damn it, I thought I was free of them. Those little fellas do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, it's that the sum of the decades of Charlian ingenuity, that it's built with peerless, elegant technology, is all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it at the great expanse. The tests we've all run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails, then what can we do? And if it doesn't, if it could fall apart on the next flight or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the Aether Burner's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears.
Oh, I'm not sure about that, but well... Maybe you could tell me if there's any aspects of the ship design that you're especially worried about.
Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment, but what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star?
Ah, gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than as separate places.
I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Laporettes to attend to them?
An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There's naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris, and learn more about them while we're at it.
Well, glad I am to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Hans, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable Laporette.
I guess I'm the guy. Oh, I do look forward to that. A place for every Laporette, and every Laporette in their place.
Do it your damn self. Oh man, this is huge. There's 8 of them. Oh my god. Well, at least there's one easy one. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons, but to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in the great expanse is beyond any of us, to say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body.
Go talk to Arianje.
Crew from the moon? Why did I not think of that?
Good riddance, get out of here! Go, go, go! We got so many people to find!
Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense played it as a piano. My feet and knees and as drums and cymbals too. This gooner seems fine if in need of a break. A little break from the goonin'. My face? What's wrong with my... Ow! Perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there.
Go talk to Arianje!
Including the Loporets in our discussions is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. Ooh, I don't know. Gooning, you say? It's a joke from when Tony joined our FF14 stream. He kept referring to all the gleaners as gooners, and I thought it was so funny. Consult our collaborators? I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips, should the Aether Burner make our original estimates unfeasible, or if there are simply too many variables. Oh, but there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps the Lunar Associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. There we go. Number 4. Yes, you idiot. Have you seen an envelope lying about? This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt they'll be any more help than you, and you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Loperates. Fair. Ah, ha ha! The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things. Feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. And yet I've never felt so alive. This one's beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. She like me for real, as Jeff would say. That's a producer right there. Concerns? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. The woman seems to be coping well. All right. "56 bunches of weeds in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds. I'll rip one out to add to the mound. 55 bunches of weeds in the..." I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, and then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk, and then I noticed these weeds, and... Pleasant conversation, partners, and... Oh, so fuzzy. Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Sure. Oh my god, they only count if they go? Oh, I didn't realize. This quest sucks. I hate this. Where are all these damned people? Okay, nobody in there. This quest is notorious. Thank you. It makes me feel a little less crazy. Not that I mind, you know, sometimes when we kind of do the like, okay, bounce around and talk to a bunch of people. It's a lot of people to churn through. How may I help you? How may I help you? Oh my, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. Hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. This woman's doing better than you are. Great. So happy for me. You know what though, you're right. She is. Ah. So one of the quests that people who prefer Shadowbringers over Endwalker point to as an example of pacing issues in Endwalker. Yeah, I mean, I see it. I would agree with that comparison. I know, I really thought we were like getting right up to like the high intensity stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, like this does feel like a weird filler episode, if that makes sense. Worries? No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues and it's helped me a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Researcher is already the support she needs. Great, thanks. Wait. Oh shit, we could go all the way out of here too? Would there be anyone out here now? There's Monstarnos. Surely there's no one. Maybe in this little structure. in general, the Loporrit stuff in the main story quest kind of looked as a tension sinkhole throughout the expansion. Yeah, and that kind of, I mean, that's sort of how I felt about the earlier Loporrit stuff too. Like, I don't hate the idea of what the Loporrits are and kind of what their whole deal is. But I definitely don't love the, like, drop in intensity at the same time. So yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. I guess I don't really... I feel like they tried, when they at least introduced the Loporrits, they tried to, like, make them almost a comedic relief in a sense too. Maybe I'm making up nonsense here. It didn't really work on me though. I just thought it felt so weird. Have you heard of what's going on the moon? I have no doubt we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through this sea of stars on God's know what made by God's know who. Go talk to them then. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. Oh, I'm sure they do. I thought I had another... Why not? Subcommands? No? What? It didn't give me the subcommands. How do I do it? Oh, is that only for... How do I sort? Maybe there's no auto sorting. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't know I could do that. No, I'm on gamepad now. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how to do the things like I used to. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now, I just realized that I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Apply. Beautiful. Now I do that. Oh, there's a... Oh, it does say X and Y on here. Just so dark, I didn't realize. Circle on PlayStation? Weird. Why didn't it do anything? Maybe it's... Oh, that just closes it. Huh. Square. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Oh. Oh, I have to be over an item. Okay. Alright. Maybe that's how it works on mouse too. I just don't remember. Well, he seems unconcerned, so I doubt he's going to need help. Apologies, but I'm awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. Schooner's a bit too busy to chat, for his benefit or otherwise. I think he's doing just fine. You don't need nothing. I am slowly figuring out the gamepad controls, though. I don't hate it. It's... Honestly, the hardest part is just, like, re-memorizing everything, but otherwise it... You know, it'll probably feel mostly the same. Logging on just to show glams. That's the tried and true thing. Are you even really a FF14 fan if you don't show off your glams? I mean, come on. Hyperventilating. He needs help. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Yep. Oh, do pardon me, I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. If the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that's highly unlikely. Yes, yes, highly unlikely. Highly. You should probably talk to the Loporrits. Our visitors can help me check for structural flaws, you say? Oh, why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. 2 more people somewhere in this godforsaken place. Well, oh, just kidding. I was just about to say, I don't think there's anyone up there because we mucked around up there, but maybe I just wasn't close enough to see the... Maybe I'm just not paying attention. I don't know. I swear I looked in this direction. Blasted assistants. Where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. Need to reconfirm that aether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear, when I find those assistants of mine... The operates are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks, lazy sods. Sweet. I did change my character's hair because the gunbreaker stance didn't work with the ponytail. Oh, interesting. One more. Somewhere, somehow. Was clipping a bunch of... Gotcha. Okay, that's... I thought that might have been what it was. That's too bad. Is it that it's... does a gunbreaker tend to have, like, big armor? Well, that would make sense, right? Because it's a tank class, I think. I assume most tank classes have big armor. Oh. What's up, Chad? It's my emotes. I have to relearn all this. Emotes is this. I can wave. Hey, there we go. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, the hair looks nice, though. I dig it. Heck yeah. I mean, it is a pretty sick sword, though. Not gonna lie. Also have the portraits for these glams. Ah, nice. Let's see. View adventure plate. Nice. Cool. Ooh, that's a fun one. Okay, so that doesn't change. It only keeps whatever your one thing is. Nice, nice. Whoa. Oh. Oh, there's a lock on? Oh shit. This is a game changer. Maybe. That's kind of nice. Doesn't this button normally just... Oh, it's because I have you selected. Oh, okay. I'm learning new things. Huh. Cool. Neat. Now that's just a big old stinking gun. God damn. That's a vampire hunter outfit, if I ever done seen one. Very nice, very nice. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The outfits are cross-class now. I think I remember hearing something about that. Yeah, so now if there's like a... Like, for example, if there's like a bard outfit I really wanted to wear as a samurai, I could now do that. What I'm wearing is for Reapers, but I'm wearing it on my Black Mage. Oh, ooh, man. Maybe I should look at some Reaper clothes then, because I feel like that might be in a category that I like. Nice. That's definitely Red Mage. I mean, I like my leather jacket though, so that's going to be pretty hard to beat. But you know, sometimes variety's a little nice. So right now it's basically this or my my Hildebrand outfit. Pretty much. I guess I do have the one story outfit that they gave me. And I guess I still have that outfit, that the first gifted outfit I ever got in this game. Nice. Big sword. Oh. Oh wait, I forgot I can do first person mode. It's some mech fighter outfit right there. Forgot to link this one. Oh, I gotcha. Nice, nice. Ooh. The helmet's very funny. I love that your sunglasses are still on top of it. I would love to get some headgear that actually works on Hans. That isn't just like a mascot outfit. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What? Who the hell is this? What's up, Kay? Welcome on in, everyone. Kay, I hope you had an absolutely wonderful stream. Were you playing more, yeah, Monster Hunter Stories? Oh, shit, you're on the third one now. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, what's up, Distant? Y'all should go hang out with Kay. If you've not been over there, please go throw her a follow. She's an absolute delight.
That's why you nearly threw your life away. It's because I love you.
What? Whoa, whoa! What?
If you're going to tell us to survive, well then, you should be following your own advice. Jensen.
Wow! You can't just drop that. What's up, everyone? Welcome on in. I hope Monster Hunter Stories was treating you well. They're so fun. Hell yeah. So here's the thing. I think that Monster Hunter Stories is so weird. It doesn't feel like it makes sense to me as a Monster Hunter game. So I kind of wrote them off. I was like, I'd rather just go play Monster Hunter where I'm just like hunting the big monsters. But you like it so much, and since I've been watching your streams, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give them a try at some point. You hate regular Monster Hunter? Get out of here. Ban K. I actually like stories a lot. I really like normal Monster Hunter. I think it's fun. But that's Monster Hunter, like Monster Hunter World is a good example of like, I love the grind. Like that is the exact right type of systems designed to make me like spend way too much time playing a game like that. It scratches the itch, man. But welcome on in, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful time with Kay. If you've never been over here before, we do Chrono streams. We've been doing Fallout and Dragon Age, but I'm not officially back to streaming yet. I've just been playing games intermittently whenever I can, and so because of that, I'm trying to make good on my promise on playing more FF14. So this is day 2 of me sneaking in an extra stream. Pokemon Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's kind of exactly how it reads. That was all of them. Nice. Showing Chris my glams. Yup. I hate the hitboxes in those games. Makes me seethe. I think you probably just need to get good. Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. I only really played Monster Hunter Worlds, and I didn't have any issue with the hitboxes in that one. And the only one I played before that was, what's that, Monster Hunter 3? Whatever one was on the Wii. And I rented that from Blockbuster, because that's how old that game is. And I, like, the UI design in those games have never been good. And that game was a mess, but I really liked it, so I powered through it for that rental period. But I don't remember how polished the gameplay was in that one. Okay, saw you were streaming and was like, we gotta raid Chris. Hell yeah. I you know, Edwin throws a wrench into any kind of scheduling right now, but trying to like
slowly reacquaint streaming into my schedule. Shouldn't have to get good if the hitboxes weren't 6 times bigger than the monsters themselves. I don't know, man. I think it's not that bad, actually. I never played. Let's see, how far did I get in World? Because I never beat it. I didn't have an issue with the hitboxes in it when I played, though. I think I got at least halfway through, and it seemed fine to me. I also like Souls games and stuff, too, and them hitboxes are also booty. I think the hitboxes have all been pretty fair in most Souls-like games I've played. I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm sure I've been pissy about a couple of instances, but like, 1 or 2 bad hitboxes don't ruin the whole experience. Just used to them now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a... Well, maybe a little bit of being used to it. But I don't feel like the hitboxes don't match the, like, size of the characters and their attacks. Like, they still feel like they make sense to me. DS1 has some bosses that have bullshit. I believe that. You know what? It's been so long since I played the first one. It's hard to remember. That whole game is hard as hell, though. I think the first Dark Souls was the hardest. Yeah, no, I think the first one was the hardest. Well, maybe that's not totally true, because you can just kind of block your way to victory. I don't know. Maybe I should just replay it. Gets better with each game. Elden Ring is super fair. Yeah! And you know what? Elden Ring was the most recent one that I played, so maybe that's what's fresh in my mind. Stellar Blade hitboxes were so much better, which is why I like the game a lot. I was worried at first, but it was good. Interesting. Okay. Dark Souls 1 is so easy. It's the easiest. Once you know what you're doing, it's so easy to break. Yeah, I think the reason I would say it's the most difficult is because if you don't figure out how to just break the game, it's not the easiest. Dark Souls 1 is the worst at communicating both the rules of the game as well as like priority of things to do. And it takes forever to be able to teleport around. Dark Souls 2 is the biggest pain in the ass. I agree, though. Dark Souls 2 was just mean on purpose. They were just buttheads for the sake of it. Dark Souls 2 was punishing. So that's like being difficult without good, like, justification for it. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? Oh, the pilot. Well, we're screwed. You know, an airship pilot or starship pilot I might be able to speak with, truly. Well, then there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. It's more fair than Dark Souls 1 because it slows everything down, but that includes you. You can't just dodge through everything. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think it took my second playthrough of Dark Souls 1 to realize just how powerful shields are in that game. Like, oh, you really can just soak everything. Behold, Hans, through thine efforts word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos, verily to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living Way doth gather more loporets as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that of new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee. Okay. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, Kay. As Estus drinks in Dark Souls 2 are super slow unless you sunk a lot of level ups into adaptability. I forgot about that stat. The most bullshit stat in that game. Been meeting for my new position at work tomorrow and I'm nervous. It's promotion, I think. Hell yeah. Well, early congratulations. I hope the promotion comes with a monumental pay raise. And quality of life improvements.
Some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in forever.
Edwin's asleep. Holy shit. Nice.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way, as our moon's pilot.
Yeah,
his
I just
advice should be
realized. I was like,
most
nice. Good work.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
Thanks, Uri. I guess you're good for something. I can finally safely take this off. I was leaving the Moby wrap on in case Edwin woke up.
Now. I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised and impressed.
Which I guess could still happen, but...
Master Louis Soir, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
The Uri hate continues. That man has to do a lot of work to get me to forgive him
there.
and his bullshit.
Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Don't talk to me. Oh, they're talking to Uri. Yeah, cool. Take up his time.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Got here at this part? Oh boy.
Wilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
Also sorry to hear that
Likewise, old friend.
your
Blovida
customers
and I
are
were
going
most
nuts,
honored
Chad.
To answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Oh.
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Hell yeah, give him his comeuppance. Aw, no, don't be nice to him. Slap him or something.
Do you have
Oh, shit.
how worried we were?
I know who these people are. Right.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisois left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Life is pain. Accurate. You still probably kick him around a little bit.
I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, The words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better.
And then you got her
I'm sure
killed!
It was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too.
You're right, Chad. They're all just like, yes, interesting. Like eating popcorn,
Of her
like,
life.
oh,
Not sorrow, but hope and love.
Two dozen people standing around staring at the drama when there's work to do. Literally a Loperate behind him smiling at him like, yes, look at him cry. So entertaining. Yeah, this little asshole.
She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
Just watch a couple of soap operas. You'll catch up quick.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
And that's why instead of using the moon as an evacuation ship, we have decided to convert it into a gigantic missile. Or his behavior in Heaven's Word with the Warriors of Darkness made a little more sense when you realize he's quietly crashing out. A bit of a retroactive writing, though. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I feel like it doesn't land for me even retroactively just because, I mean, to your point, it's retroactive, right? So like, there needs to be more reinforcement of that being the case in that moment. Makes sense, though. Like, I think as a retroactive thought, it's a good justification for it. Oh, Hans, be assured I'm fine. I am full glad I am to see, or full glad to see them too after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, 'twould have been far harder had I faced them alone.
Boots with the fur. Oh, wrong button. Character. There we go. Oh, glamour. There we go. Oh, bop, do it, blah, hoo, ha, hoo, it. Boom. Boom. Easy. Done. Next quest, please. Ahem. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Laporites. Not disposed to the rest of their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few still come hither seeking counsel, and so I shall remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alice. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out of the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Thanks, Thancred. It really is funny, though, just thinking about all the people watching this very intimate, like, emotional moment. You know what, though? I totally believe that would happen in real life. Yo, what am I to do? Ah, you're the adventurer who helped out the students of Baldesion, aren't you? Well, I suppose it matters not to you, but my son seems to have run away. Not only researchers lived here. Ah, yes, simply put, my wife and I work at Emporia, and she happened to conceive whilst we were living here in Charlian Hamlet. I assure you that we had many sleepless nights wondering if we should quit our jobs and leave Labyrinthos or entrust the child to a friend of ours who dwells somewhere more suitable. Ultimately, we decided to continue our work whilst raising the child here. After all, our research is focused on the very future of our offspring will inhabit. The issue is, however, the magic that prevents us from revealing anything confidential is too potent to be used on children. Of course, we can't allow the little one to roam freely. There's no telling what he might impart on others. So he has spent his entire life thus far within the confines of Charlian Hamlet. We recently had a slight spat with him, and, well, he decided to flee. I imagine going after him would only make things worse. Could I ask you to talk to him in my stead? I'm sure he'd be much more willing to listen to anyone other than his parents at this point. You're a bad parent. Thank you. Verpalain, my boy, is most likely in the plaza to the east. I cannot imagine he's struck out any further on his own. Devwood, yeah, right. Scientists are starved for good content. You know what, though? You're right. You're absolutely right. Someone would have got on their phone and recorded and posted on social media. Oh my god. I hate that that's right. Their work-life balance is totally out of whack, so they welcome the distraction. Pulling out their tombstones. Hey, there you go. You know, now I think about it, in the narrative, there really isn't much with the tombstones, are there? I know I have the emote. Have we actually seen characters use tombstones? In the story? There aren't actually phones? Okay. I mean, that makes a lot more sense, because I was like, well, we have link pearls, so the tombstones wouldn't really do that. That's why I was like, oh, interesting. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? You do have a worldly look about you. As a gleaner, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where is the furthest you have ventured? I don't know, man. Another world. Another world! What do you want? Is that meant to be in jest? The look in your face tells me you're serious. Hey, you should do nicely. You see, I need a more experienced traveler to say a prayer for me before I leave for Gir Abania. If you do me the honor, the reactor operator by the tower to the south should have a lantern crystal prepared for the purpose. Give me the aether current. I don't care about your bullshit. Just a convenient shape for the emote. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Wait, is this one of the things? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the kid. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Who are you? Yeah, that's the appropriate reaction to a stranger approaching you and being like, hello, child. Maybe your freaking parents should be the ones finding you and talking to you. What a stupid idiot. What a defeatist attitude of like, he'd probably rather talk to anyone other than his parents. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm not going to go home so easily. You probably won't believe me either, but I've noticed that all's not right in Labyrinthos. I can decide what to believe on my own, thank you. I'm gonna say that to my dad the next time he sends me some fucking end of the world shit. Fine. I shall tell you what I've seen. The color in the artificial light here changed recently. I'm sure most people haven't noticed, but when you've spent your whole life here, the difference is like night and day. Even so, no one will take me seriously when I bring it up, all because my age. Got into a big fight with my father about it. But Labyrinthos is in danger. Who knows what would happen if the artificial sun broke? That's why I can't go home just yet. I need to get to the bottom of this first. Although I'm scared to venture outside on my own. They say there's countless monsters out there. I don't suppose you'd come with me. I could pay you. It's not so much, but I do get pocket money from my parents. I'll gladly take your money. I love my dialogue options with this one. Then it's settled. Oh man, they should let me be sassy like this more often. They're canonically solid-state data archives, but it's more like a carryable hard drive, flash drive than an ancient knowledge. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. This cutscene makes less sense at night when you can't see the light. I had that thought. I was like, there's not really much happening up there. I was just taking money from kids. Absolutely. Hell yes, I will happily take money from kids. Anyway, I got what I needed from you, child. Our time here is concluded. The Gooner's wish. Alright, off we go. Oh, I gotta eat eggs. I can't believe I let it fall through. Nice. We've already gotten almost 2.5 hours in. It's already a more successful stream than last round. I feel like my guess is we have at least 50 more minutes before Edwin wakes up. Because he's the ultimate make or break at this point. Because when he wakes up, he's going to be sad and we'll need to eat, and then I'll just wrap up. But if I see him fussing too much, I might have to just like wrap things up. We'll see, we'll see. It's every like 2 to 3 hours-ish. Are you here for the crystal? I hope it does some good for the gleaner. Those folks need all the luck they can get. Lanterns light the way through the darkness, a tool which can mean the difference between life and death. They are synonymous with safe passage, and as such, it has become a custom in recent days to imbue the crystals inside with the prayers of a more seasoned traveler. And today, that traveler is you. Simply face the crystal and pray for the safety of the traveler if, yeah. Alright. Emote. Pray. 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 Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, oh, there it is. A colleague recently told me about the power of
akasa, a concept taught in Radzahan, and how it reacts to strong emotion. I wonder if this method of praying to a crystal is a manifestation of that power. Well, that should about do it. With luck, your prayers will help guide the Gleaner safely through the perils of his journey. Okie dokie. Thanks. I'm out of here. Been getting into RimWorld again. Nice. The game is so good. I've never played RimWorld. I've seen some streams of it. It looks interesting. I mean, it's definitely like that is a simulation game for sure, like through and through. Akasha? That's what I said. What did I say? That's what I thought I said. That was close enough. Always up there. Do you have a lantern crystal for me? I sure do. You have my thanks. With your prayer fueling its light, I have faith that it will keep me safe until my return. And now I depart for Girabania. Hope your travels are successful as well as mine. Give me the wind, the aether current. RimWorld is the ultimate colony simulator game. I should give it a shot at some point. I feel like I'd probably enjoy it. Tons of officially supported modded content. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like I might not actually know what an unmodded RimWorld game or instance looks like. Because I feel like all the streams I've seen of people doing it, I'm pretty sure they've modded it. Which, you know, that's fine. So I'm going here. Heather and yarns. We only have one more aether current to get, and then we can fly here. So I think that's going to be all done through story quests at this point, too. Played a lot of RimWorld, and, you know, I don't recommend it. Interesting. The further you get the details, into the details, the more frustrating it becomes. Interesting. Huh. It's a time sync game, but you can pause it anytime. It's fully in your control, unlike Stardew, which only saves at the end of days. Ah, I mean, that helps. That definitely helps a lot. Yeah, because then you could boot it up for, you know, 10 minutes or 13 hours. Hans, what are you doing out here? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Elfino should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Oh. Makes sense. Actually grab them. Ah! I have 120 seconds. What? Why? Oh. A lot of bizarre choices for, or non-choices that can add up to your doom, doom your colony. You have to play the game with a willingness to abandon a colony, I found. Interesting. Colonists have a zillion ways to kill themselves and each other in frustrating ways, half of which could be considered a bug, or at least extremely poor design choice. Sure, I could see that. Literally never had the characters die due to bugs. Well, I mean, that's just a different experience. Instead of sussing out those rough edges, the experience, they just keep adding content. Ah, yeah, okay, I mean, that's definitely a development practice. Except to the in-game bug enemies. Yeah, and I think that's one of those cases where I would just have to kind of judge it for myself. Oh, Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful. You can put them there with the others. But that's okay. I mean, everyone has different experiences with these kinds of things. You have my gratitude, but how did you come to be involved in this? Ha! Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. It turns out this is a base of operations of sorts, with those with the final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. You carried all of that at once. Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh hush, they're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we've finished. Theo Paulden is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. Could also depend on what mods you install. True, true. Since mods are so supported, a lot of people run a ton of mods, and that could lead to wacky interactions. Keep my mod count pretty low. True, true. Hey, what's up, Saba? Hey, yeah. Boosty time, baby. I only have TMNT boosties right now, so I hope that's okay. I have exactly 2. I almost went to the comic book shop today to pick up more, and then I bought more comics on thrift books. And it was like, I should be more financially frugal. But I've been very into the TMNT set. It's been a real treat. I have the Turtle Team Up box set here too. Turtles is cool? Hell yeah. Alright. Top of the list here, we've got Retro Mutation. Turn them into toidles! We've got the Null Group Biological Assets. Bunch of boys. Guac and marshmallow pizza. Delicious. Finally some good food. Bebop. Warthog Warrior. Hell yeah. Bebop pairs very well with Rocksteady, of course. He gives Rhino's Menace, where he is a warthog. But then I believe Rocksteady gives Boars, what was it? I think gives maybe there's not a keyword for it, but basically says cannot be blocked by more than one enemy. We've got Stockman, the Mad Flyentist. Oh, I see. I get it. I don't think I actually fully read that card's name before. Punk Frogs, yeah, my boys. Got Brilliance Unleashed, another Baxter Stockman, not in fly form. Courier of the Comestibles? Yeah, I don't know with this one too well. I've been catching up on my Ninja Turtles lore. Dream Beavers. Nice, nice. We've got Raphael. Oh shit, this is one of the good ones. Raphael the Night Watcher. Is this? Oh, this is the rare, not the mythic. Nice. Oh, I just traded all of the ones of these that I had to a friend. So this is great. Now I finally have one back in my pocket. Comestible means food. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Ooh, oh, hell yeah. We've got Donnie's Bow. Is this? Yeah, this is a mythic. This one can only be used in Commander, though, I think. But this is the second one I have of this. So now I guess I could put it in a modern deck. This would be pretty fun. There's some pretty good equipment cards in this set. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample and lifelink, which is a brutal combo.
Permanents your opponent's control, or for one, permanents your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Oh, that's such bullshit, and I love it. Packaged food? Yeah, I could see that. Oh, fuck yeah! Weathermaker, this is going straight into my artifact deck. Now I have 4. I had exactly 3 before, so now I've got the perfect quad. Oh, this was a good pack. Holy shit. Donatello, Way with the Machines. This is just the uncommon, but it's a foil alt art. Nice. Wowee. This is a solid pack. And it's a little Kid Leo, which is just a treat. Illegitimate Business, another foil. And then I think we've got our token. Yeah, food token. Food on a skateboard. And Ninja Turtle Spirit. This was a really good pack. A rare, a mythic, another rare, and a foil alt art. God damn. That's about as good as a play booster typically gets. Shoo-wee. Thank you for that. Appreciate the redeem, Saba. Hope you're doing well too, by the way. Never played with mods, though I have a friend that did a range of them. Some pretty cool ones, as well as the little ones that add things that should be core Windows. You can't build Windows in the base game. Weird. Weird. One of these days, I'm sure I'll play RimWorld, though. It sounds fun. I don't think it's crazy expensive either, if I'm remembering correctly. Hey, what's up, Snow Bro? Hope you're doing well. Get you the good packs, yo. Hell yeah. I have one more pack now, and that means I should probably stock back up on those guys pretty soon. I think next time I grab more boosties, I'll try to grab more Final Fantasy as well. I have more Final Fantasy Magic cards than I need, but like, I don't know, I always want more. Which is so funny, because I generally don't think Final Fantasy, like, it's not one of my favorite franchises, but there's something about them being in Magic the Gathering that, like, really set my brain on fire. This must be Theo Paulden. I keep thinking that I've seen him elsewhere, but I cannot for the life of me remember where. The name sounds familiar. Base game is $35. Expansions are $20 to $25 each. Whoo-wee! It's a lot more expensive than I expected, but I guess when you become a powerhouse in your domain of indie games, yeah, $35 is, I mean, it's not like crazy, it's just more than I was expecting. Final Fantasy Magic cards are peak. Don't get the same feeling from Avatar cards that I got from Final Fantasy. Right? And I like Avatar The Last Airbender more than I do Final Fantasy, generally speaking. But something about Final Fantasy really, like, which, to be fair, Final Fantasy was a bigger set. It was a gigantic set. So I feel like there's a little bit more like discovery with Final Fantasy and Magic the Gathering. The Turtles has been really good, though. I get really excited about that one. But Turtles is also, I think, I mean, it's not a small set like Spider-Man, but it's still not, like, gigantic. Did, like, Edges of Eternity, weirdly. I really like the two. I have 2 boosters over here, Chad, of Edges of Eternity with your name on them. I never forgot that we owe you boosties. Gods, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We've brought samples from Charlene Hamlet, Series 110. The crates are by the entrance. Thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we're dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Fortuno's children, are you not? Elfino and Elise at your service. You are well acquainted with father, I take it? Quite. We've been friends with your parents since our days at the Studium. I remember when you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly it's been quite some time since we've met. It's good to see you again, wielding your father's no liths, no less. You knew our parents when they were young. What were they like? Pray spare no detail. I should like nothing more to regale you, unless I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one?
I didn't agree to this.
Wait right there.
Thanks.
You'll find the forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind, Alphino and Elise, I'm certain they'll be back soon enough. It was a bigger set and it had a lot more to draw on, I feel. Way more pivotal characters, and I felt it was still only scratching the surface. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, that was very close. Thank you for remembering, because I forgot to. I got you. I pay my dues, man. Yeah. Return to Strixhaven is looking pretty good, too. I have yet to dabble in that one. I missed the pre-release events for it, mostly just because babies soak up all my time. But it looks pretty good so far. I should check it out at some point. Are you not one of the Scions of the 7th Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Aether Burner.
Instead, I'm delivering mail. There you go.
Paladin's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at last. As for your other tasks, pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you Scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Is that a new streamer I spot? What brought you to this channel? What's up, Spork? Hope you're doing well. Well, you know, it's the Chris takeover of the Tony takeover. Double takeover. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning at any moment. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons, you will note. You both have my thanks and apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and that is quite enough of that, thank you. I was compromising. It was compromising stories of our parents that we asked to hear, to reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Lavallure name has garnered such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came abroad Ninkremph's hope, a lineage few can claim. I've never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. This is why Ninkremph's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, aye. Archon Louisoix looked not to Ninkremph's words, but his deeds. He asserted, in defiance of his peers, that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy, and the fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. There will
Ever be conflict and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louisoix lived by that personal creed, and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son, yet Fortunato could not reconcile Louisoix's deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortunato agonized over his contradiction for much of his life. God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fortunato's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born, barely recognizable. He was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he has decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Hope life is treating you well, and the baby lets you get some sleep occasionally. We're getting better. We're definitely getting better. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Bedtime for me. I'm overdue. Good night, Chris and folks. Good night, Chad. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Hope you had a good time. Hail, you three. Oh. Ah, surely Kokol hasn't driven you out of the forge already. For better or worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than a single pair of hands. And here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Unfortunately, Alice and I have prior commitments and have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Hans? Can you spare the time? Sure. Perfect. This shouldn't take long. Typical. Much as I'd like to press Theopoldin for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. It is strange to hear Father spoken of in such a way, but I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. You want to have that sweet dungeon redeem? In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Mr. Kokol wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to the anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames of Kokol's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of aether being funneled into his furnaces. The flow of fire-aspected aether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, for which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. I'll see you in the Charlian Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. Bye. Bye-bye. This way then. Ba 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 ba. How far we go? Oh, that's not bad. Oh, have we finished this map? I mean, pretty much.
I guess we still have the center, actually. Still don't know if I can actually traverse over there, though. Well, I guess there's a pip in the middle. Yeah, I guess we can. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire aether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-aspected aether will issue from the vent at the top. Expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn into the reactor itself, trust me. I ask that you put down any that draw too near. Will pose you little threat, I'm sure. Okay. I'll wait here if you would. Speaking of redeems, do you mind if I take the opportunity to relieve you of a bunch of Steam keys before Diaper Duty claims you again? Absolutely, go for it. Here, I'll get the spreadsheet at the ready. I don't remember if there's a timer set on that. Or if there's like a limit to how many you can redeem per stream. It's been a long time since I've actually looked at it, but I say rock and roll. There we go. Kerbal Space Program. Nice, nice. Oh. There we go. I was like, whoa. I'll get used to the gamepad controls eventually. Satisfactory. Nice, nice. And I'm pretty sure I updated the list recently, so I think everything in that list is legit. There we go. Mushroom 11, nice. Oh man, I forgot about that game. I'm not gonna lie. Huh. That's one that I actually wanted to play a while ago. The Messenger, oh, top tier game. That's a very good choice. Okay, I guess before I do that, we'll get this going. Herbal. Ah, the very last one. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. There we go. Might still be the last one. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. All right, Kerbal Space Program. Golf with your friends. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so then this one's Kerbal. Oh. There we go. Very nice. Okay, that one's good. Satisfactory. I don't know if I have satisfactory in this list. Is it being hidden? Oh, it is. Satisfactory. So satisfactory, I only had one key, and that one was claimed. That should have been updated in the sheet, though. Unless that happens very recently. But I can refund you your points for that one. Mushroom 11, you're definitely good there. Beautiful. The Messenger. Love to see it. I'm actually surprised someone didn't claim this one before, because I've talked this game up. I think The Messenger is about as close to perfect as a action platformer can be. Spent quite some time cherry picking your list. Nice. Golf with your friends. Beautiful. Wow, I have 2. And they both come with the Caddy Pack DLC, apparently. Golf with your friend. Boom. All right. Oh, and a second key. Oh, nice. Great. Okay, you're claiming both. Hell yeah. Boom. There you go. Should be good for now. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for those redeems. Here, I want to make sure before I forget to refund Satisfactory. Bam. Reject. Yeah, I don't know how that one didn't get updated in the list, because I thought I did that while I was between streaming, but that's okay. That's how it goes. But yeah, thank you for the redeems. It always feels good to make sure these keys go to a nice home. All right, let's see here. We are doing this. Did everything go smoothly out here? Yep, I killed a lot of guys. I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water aether appears to be venting properly. I expect Kokol will have seen a difference in his forged flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you and only you I have been to Elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Allig, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was the material which saw much use as part of the Alligans' efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world, Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Allig's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Amon wanted to travel the Sea of Stars? He did. He must have had his own reasons, however, for there is no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his life as an ancient. He only joined the Asians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls like minds have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Allig that moved Amon to resurrect the Emperor Zand. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zand's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zand been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars.
Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Kokol is getting on? Get on that mount. What level is the quest we're on right now, actually? Mostly just a curiosity. I assume it's still 88. Journal? Oh gosh, there's so many other random things. Yeah, we're still 88. We're still getting close-ish to the end. We shall see. All right, Kokol. You better be ready to rock, mister. I did thoroughly brief Kokol on refined adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished and there was little else to do. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehensions that I was kicked out for prattling on. Whew, well, I can feel those flames ablazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Graha, but there is not much left for you lot to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. Nice. All right. Well, cool. I think this is a perfectly good spot to wrap things up for the evening. Oh, this isn't a sanctuary? All right. I really gotta travel. Oh, there's not even a... Man, what a pain. Now, I'll just warp over here. Ooh, there it is. Just enough. Nice. Dungeon time! Exclamation join to get your keisters on in there. We got a dungeon raid. We finally saw what happens when you beat the Tangia dungeon boss. We saw it happen on Tom's Arcade's stream. It's about what you would expect. There was not as much fanfare as we hoped there would be, though. But it still was very satisfying. But we gotta do it over here, too. Here we go. Emote. Sit. 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 Let's really put this in my favorite. Sit. There we go. There we go. Oh. How did I get that panel to show up? You know, it doesn't matter. Oh. So there's no way to move the camera around without changing my orientation when using gamepad. Oh. Ah. All right, fine. I'll just hang out over here. All right, folks. Well, thank you all for hanging out tonight. I hope you all had fun as always. We'll make sure that we let the Tangia dungeon finish out. Oh, it looks like it's already wrapped up. I already know who we're going to go through the raid over to. I'm sure they won't be going for terribly longer. But we're going to go throw the raid over to our dear sweet friend Tom's Arcade, who is playing some Played Up with our other dear sweet friend Garage Lore. And boy howdy are they in they're in the thick of it with their automated restaurant. So this will be pretty fun.
Great to see you. Great to see you too. Thank you so much for swinging by, everyone. I hope you all had fun. Next stream, I mean, I'm sure I'll try to squeeze in more streams throughout the week, maybe the weekend. I really right now I would love to get Endwalker wrapped up because it felt pretty bad to leave that one hanging. And then after that I might try to sneak in some of the games as on part of the normal schedule. We'll kind of have to feel out the hard way, but that's basically the plan. But hope you all have fun with Tom. I'm gonna get this raid started. And Tony, of course, will be back on Saturday at the bare minimum, so you can watch him play some Yakuza Like a Dragon, which has been, I think, has been very fun. Play it loose for that baby, exactly. Who knows what this baby's gonna do? Will he wake up in 5 minutes? He is sort of stirring. Or will he wake up in 4 hours? That happened a couple days ago where he slept for 6 hours and we were like, I don't understand. Babies just be babies. All right, folks, have fun with Tom's Arcade. We'll catch y'all later. Goodbye.